Good afternoon, and welcome to the February 7th edition of Success by Association Live. This issue is sponsored by Caesars Entertainment. We thank them for being a valued ANC member and for their steadfast support. Today's article was written by Tim Ebner and is reprinted with permission, ASAE, December 2017. The article is titled, Board Smarts, What's Missing? Getting boards to remedy diversity and inclusion blind spots isn't easy. Here's how one organization is doing it. Board diversity is a topic that receives a lot of lip service. But when it comes to putting words into action, nonprofits still have a long way to go. That's according to some key data from board sources Leading with Intent report. The survey of more than 1,700 nonprofit leaders identified that 90% of board chairs and 84% of board members were white. Meanwhile, 27% of boards were entirely white, and a majority of boards were either male or over age 50. That doesn't come as a surprise to Vicki Deal Williams, FASAE, CAE, Chief Staff Officer for Multicultural Affairs at the American Speech Language Hearing Association. We have a very diverse slate, but that doesn't mean those are the individuals that get elected. Board leadership is probably one of the last places where we are going to see changes related to diversity and inclusion, she says. Some of that is a function of this concept of what is known as privilege and who has been given the opportunities to lead. While most executives surveyed agreed that a diverse board was very important for planning effectively for the future, Deal Williams says board members must be proactive in ensuring a more diverse leadership pipeline. Those who are in situations and positions to lead have to be extremely cognizant about who's not at the table and why, she says. As the steward of the association, board members have a responsibility to know their stakeholders, know what's relevant to them, as well as their needs and desires. Member data can help dispel board members' assumptions. In ASAH's case, data helped its board rethink the appointment process for committee leaders. We were hearing complaints about young people not being considered, and people from diverse and ethnic backgrounds feeling overlooked, Deal Williams says. To address this, she conducted an informal survey of incoming and outgoing board members about the importance of diversity and inclusion, and how they felt about recruiting and identifying leaders from diverse backgrounds. I showed them what they thought they were doing versus the same old results they were getting, Deal Williams says. Tackling board diversity also depends on governance structure. For associations with board appointments, it's possible to work with the executive committee to address it. But for groups like ASHA, where positions are member elected, it can be more complex. We have a very diverse slate, but that doesn't mean those are the individuals that get elected, Deal Williams says. What we've done instead is to focus on the cultural competency of our board. They come up with a set of guiding principles that establish the policies and practices, and we actively work with them to engage our staff and members. Note, be sure to click on the link to get the full report, Leading with Intent. Thank you. This concludes the article. We hope you have a great day.